focusing the wrong illusion there, and they're gonna pull off. They lost 2 players now, so they're down. They're at the disadvantage. There's a silence though on Behemoth, and now turning around is Pestilence. 2 hits there, so there's a kill, but he is stun locked. Pestilence goes down. He's got the token, so I'm guessing he's just gonna look to get up and run, and there it is. But he is Puppeteer's held now. Turns around. There's the stun. And does quite a bit of damage there on Puppet Master. He does end up going down and ends the champion New Earth streak is Teal. So Magnus just inherited 1.6k on that. The only survivor there is Accursed. So the Legion definitely not out of this game. Although they are losing this top tower currently.
Yeah, I mean this turtle versus pusher kind of game. Just it's now like a carry fight. It's pretty much Puppet versus Pestilence, and that team fight Legion managed to keep Puppet at like full health the whole time, so he was just able to get like his full DPS out on everyone, and that's why they won.
Demented Shaman went down a little bit early there. He didn't even get his ultimate off, so there was no buff. But he is picking up an Acolyte staff. I don't know. Maybe we will see a sheep stick or a Cyclone stick on him, and Accursed upgrading that Mystic Vestment into a Shaman's headdress. That's 10 magic armor for him. And Pebbles looks like he's having a bit of trouble on that Demo breastplate. And what do you think Pestilence will probably aim for next? He's got his shield breaker. He's got his Shrunken Head. Do you think? I'm guessing attack speed, but I really don't know what item would do that for him.
Yeah, I mean he's saving gold right now. He's at like 1300, so we might. So we might see a big item, maybe like Heart or Demo. I don't know. Pebbles might be going for.
I thought that was going to be the Demo.
Oh jeez, what's it called?
He does have the plate mail.
The frost field plate.
Oh, okay.
The frost field plate. I think that's what it is. Yeah, it might be that, and then he might be going for Demo, Pestilence.
Because that would give Pestilence even more armor reduction for himself, and then Pebbles would just have the slow and the intellect. You're pretty sure you have to get an Acolyte staff for that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and that could be why he's like having a hard time trying to get it up.
He's level 16 though, so he's got a 3-level advantage on Behemoth, 2 levels on Mag and Pyro. I think that's the biggest factor right now, is that the lowest Hellborn player right now is Accursed, who is 14. Oh, Accursed and Defiler are 14, but Defiler's just getting her ulti off and doing the damage, and she's getting her silences pretty well. I mean, there's been 2 to 3 team fights where that silence has just allowed the Hellborn to win it.
Okay, I think I fixed my chair.
It looks like we might see a conflict here in the middle as Pestilence getting geared up for this fight. He's got the shield. Well, we got I don't know, they got a mega push right down bottom for the Hellborn, but C's just going to look to farm that up. And if this is the way the game remains for the next 5 to 10 minutes, it'll definitely be a Legion victory. I mean, there's really nothing you can do when it comes time to late game against CD and Puppet. But CD looking to get a Behemoth start as he does pick up his Axe of the Malphite. And we got Magnus now with the Shaman's headdress. Puppet Master upgrading, adding a Thunderclaw to his inventory, so he's going to look to make that a charged hammer and get that attack speed buff. Nothing new on Behemoth. Pyromancer looks like he's going for an ulti stick. He does pick up the Glowstone and the Mighty Blade. He's sitting on 200 gold though, so he doesn't have enough to complete that just yet. And for the Hellborn, we got Defiler, currently with a Glowstone and a Sustainer, so she is looking for the Sackstone. Accursed now with a Barrier Idol. So that's even more magic damage absorption to counter Puppet. We got Pestilence, nothing new just yet.
That's gonna be a huge. Yeah, that's gonna be a huge barrier idol. that's gonna be a huge counter against Puppet. I mean, unless he decides like the Barrier Idol, that's gonna be a huge counter against Puppet. I mean, unless he decides to like turn off his HoNs or something. I mean, that's whoever he focuses is just gonna have a few seconds to just kind of realize I'm getting my ass beat by him and react.
43 minutes into the game currently, and let's check creep kills here real quick. We got CD with the most currently at 203, followed by Puppet Master at 190, and the next highest being the Hellborn players. We got almost all the Hellborn players excluding Accursed. It goes Pesty, then then Demented Shaman, then Pebbles, then Defiler, then back to the Legion. So for the most part, it looks like the Hellborns got more in total, but Puppet and CD with the most is definitely a pretty big factor in a game like this.
Yeah, it's probably just gonna be a huge turtle for a while, so. Yeah, it's probably just gonna be a huge turtle for a while, so. I'm gonna do some push-ups and drink a Red Bull and keep me awake for this.
Pebbles sitting on 2200. And it looks like we're about to have a team conflict here in the forest. We got a Defiler Sackstone now. There's a CD Illusion, and they're not going to waste too much on that. But that will allow the sight there for the Legion team.
Little team huddle here for the Legion by the bottom tower.
And
little team huddle here for the Legion by the bottom tower.
How much closer to his Behemoth's heart. And they're just waiting for the Hellborn to come down this lane, which they are currently. And then they're just going to blink on them, and that will definitely have them win the team fight. Although, the Barrier Idol is useful to counter all three of those heroes. Magnus, every one of their heroes actually, never mind. Counters CD, his ultimate, and his electric wave tide, whatever. Pyromancer's spells, Puppet Master's Harken's Blade, Magnus' ulti, and Behemoth's ulti is all kind of countered by that Barrier Idol. And the Shaman's headdresses we have on Accursed for the most part is their big guy. But now they have 5 heals. Defiler's Sackstone will heal. Demented Shaman's got 2 heals, and now he's got a Sheep Stick. Accursed has got a heal and we'll call it a heal and a half, but now we got Initiation now. Sheep Stick CD starting to take a huge beating. He goes down quick, and they're going to get this ranged Rax, it looks like, but Pestilence doing a little bit of a dive. Looks like he's dancing around to kind of attract their attention. And Accursed is stuck. Magnus in. There's the Barrier Idol proc. And there goes another hero. We got a Defiler proc as well. So now they have a 2-hero advantage. And they're going back in. Pestilence taking a huge beating. He goes down to Puppet Master. Puppet Master snags 2 on the way out, though. Pestilence chasing him down. But it doesn't look like he's going to finish him. They're going to get the range and kind of move bottom probably and finish that tier 2 tower down there for the most part, I'm going to guess. But again, the Hellborn winning that team fight. They got the Sheep Stick. They brought CD out of the fight, gave him a huge advantage. And then on top of that, they only lost Demented Shaman and Pebbles. Now, Pebbles is their initiator, and Demented Shaman is just a major support hero for them. I mean, for them to lose him is not really big. I mean, it is big, but there isn't, I don't know, it's not really a necessity. Like, if they lose Demented Shaman, it's not going to be as big of an effect as is Accursed, so.
Yeah, the Legion didn't really focus the best heroes there either. Yeah, the Legion didn't really focus the best heroes there either. I mean, Defiler's she was just all comfy in the back, just letting her all do work, and it defended Puppet off, Behemoth. I mean, that was, her ult was just tearing him apart.
His actually the Malphite, so that'll allow him to tank and deal damage. So that's their huge DPS, and for the heals and protection they can provide for him is pretty big in itself.
We got the Congar respawn, and I try for that. We got the Congar respawn, and I try for that.
Be able to solo that? I mean, he could solo it with Defiler for sure. It looks like we got some farm down bottom here for CD and Mag. I think they're divvying up the farm too much. Magnus now with the Shaman's Headdress. I don't know what the heck Behemoth's doing. He needs to get some better items up. He has